It's been all week, so once again a race for the 6 frames winning line. Ronnie bidding for a 13th Masters final, Ding going for his 3rd, and raring to go in the commentary box, Stephen Hendry, John Virgo. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Hazel. Good afternoon, everybody. Well, I think you can tell from that reception for both players, obviously Ronnie a bit louder, that everybody looking forward to this. It should be a classic. And of course, Stephen, you've been here many times in these semi-finals, and the atmosphere electric. And I think Ali Pali's come to light the last couple of seasons.
Yeah, ever since we left the Wembley Conference Centre. Yeah, there was a time it was at the Wembley Arena, but it wasn't quite the same. But I think this venue has turned into an iconic venue for this tournament. Amazing to see Ding coming down and says shaking hands with absolutely everyone.
Yeah. And smiling. He certainly has got a character now.
I just hope Ding can play to his potential today and make this a match, because it's true he hasn't been the winning machine, as I mentioned earlier, in the last couple of years.
Yeah, and you feel that he's going to have to play his best if he's going to get anything out of this match. I mean, that would have been certainly a shock to the system in his last round when he just managed to scrape home against Luca Purcell. So, you know, sometimes you get a result like that, gives you a bit more belief.
I think this red goes to left corner. There's that cue ball to bounce, and it has. Nicely on the green.
Yeah, just the start you're looking for, any player. Got the opening red, got his hand on the table, nice angle on the green to come down to the business end, and the reds are nicely spread. And the black is clear somewhat.
One of the reasons when I was talking to JP when I said that possibly we could get a special performance from Ronnie today is I think he really respects Ding as a player, and that will sharpen his concentration and focus, I would think.
See, a lot of people take time over a shot, but it's just Ronnie's trying to work out which is the best red to play for here. Well, whichever one he decided, that's not absolutely perfect.
4.
I think he may have a red to the left corner, apart from the one to the right middle, but it's not exactly as played.
Dead straight in the red, so couldn't get closer to the pink, just had to follow through and make himself a little bit further away from the pink. Shouldn't be a problem. Pink, as you can see, is not going to go back in its own spot. But going back to Ding, John, I think a win today would get his career back on track, I think.
Yeah, you could say that Ronnie O'Sullivan has been his nemesis, really.
Well, he's a benchmark for every other player at the moment. There's no doubt about it. It's a test for your game that you get from no one else.
Yeah, and when Ding was that winning machine, of course, it was Ronnie who kept stopping him in the final stages. And we always talk, as we have done prior to this match, about the 2007 final, where Ding really was, well, I don't think it'd be putting it mildly, say he was heartbroken at the way he played. But Ronnie was so good that match, he had nothing to reproach himself for. But it certainly seemed to, he had a hangover from it for a few seasons.
Yeah, and you have to say it's probably an even more intimidating atmosphere in this venue than Ronnie O'Sullivan. It's become his, well, you look for I'm so comfortable at this venue. I'm looking for his pipe and slippers under the table, isn't he, John?
12.
Yeah, but has he screwed down far enough? That's unlike Ronnie to make a careless mistake like that. Looks straightforward just to stun it down, but not far enough. He can't pot the black.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 12.
Taking this on, doesn't want to miss it thick. Missing it thin was okay. You're always going to get the cue ball out of there. Okay, it's not going to pose any problems for Ronnie O'Sullivan. If Ding had missed that red thick, he probably would have cannoned into something and left the cue ball in amongst the reds.
Good safety shot there from Ronnie. And of course, this is the thing about Ronnie. His safety play is as good as anyone in the game, and if you're only going to feed off mistakes that he makes when he's in amongst the balls, well, you're going to maybe have to wait quite a while. So it's up to Ding to compete in the safety.
He can compete in that department. Same Ronnie with his usual cup of hot water. Remember the final against Mark Selby and the semi-final. And Ding played Mark. He competed in the safety department. We all know how good Mark Selby is. Unforced errors is the thing that Ding's got to cut out today.
Stephen was referring to something like that. Poor safety this, had to catch this red and much thinner than he did. And left Ronnie a nice easy starter. Ronnie just stopping, that's the referee to clean the cue ball. Just get the feeling at the moment that there's a little bit of nerves out there, and even Ronnie won't be immune to that. So he's just early on in the match, just taking his time and just getting himself settled.
Yeah, you have to have nerves. You won't play your best if you're not nervous. Certainly in my experience, if I was flat going out, I didn't play to my best. You see that red just creeped in, the right-hand side of the pocket. Any more pace, I would have missed.
The balls are pretty well situated.
3.
You'll have to go back up for the blue again off this red though, as long as he gets a good angle on the blue.
4.
That's absolutely inch perfect. Now, there's a choice of red. There's the one just to the left of the black, oh, sorry, the pink, or the one just above the black. He's played for the one just above the black. Clearing this, then he can pot the black and
9.
get rid of the red to the other side of the black. And then, of course, once you get the black available into both corner pockets, as an opponent sat in your chair, you'd fear the worst.
70. 80.
After that black, just another 25 points needed. So that's going to mean he'll need another 4 reds
25.
to clinch the frame at this visit.
$26. $33.
There you see, glance at the scoreboard. 3 more reds needed.
34.
And there was a chance a few shots ago he could have played for the pink and maybe nudged those 3 reds in the middle of the table in play, but he doesn't need to risk any cannons. And the one thing I do notice about Ronnie nowadays, that if he doesn't have to play cannons,
41.
then he's reluctant to do so, because they can always go wrong, and if you can avoid it, why
42.
take any undue risks? After the black, still looking for 1 more red and a colour.
On the evidence of this first frame, it looks to me a completely different Ronnie O'Sullivan than his last match against Ryan Day. He looked flat to me in that match. Basically just did enough to stay in front of his opponent. Looks bang up for it today.
Yeah, as you say, and I think that is because of the respect
49.
he has for Ding Junhui. Now, this is tricky. Hampered. I mean, any normal right-hander would have to use a long spider here. Well, it looks like Ronnie's going to have to do that, so this makes this red missable. No, I think he'd rather play it with his left hand.
You could see noticeably the bridge hand how unsteady it was. If he was playing this normally right-handed, it wouldn't be like that.
No.
Look at his hand, it's quivering.
Right, but he played it nicely. Well, there you see it, 69 ahead, 59 remaining. Is he on this red to the right middle? Well, he was, and he made certain of it. He didn't try to push the bolt out. You would think that Ding would stay in his seat. Well, trying to swing that round, but I think Ding will be unmoved, and he does. He waves his hand, concedes, so just the sort of start that Ronnie O'Sullivan was looking for. It must be said, poor safety shot from Ding to give him that frame-winning chance, but he grabbed it with both hands. He leads 1-0.